I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no, you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Like nothing I found, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I only can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel far more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. What's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Good evening, all. It is Saturday night at Club BHB. We're here to have fun. We're here to shake the week off. We're not talking about cases. We're not talking about all the bad in the world tonight. What we're going to do is we're going to sit back. We're going to hear some funny stories. We're going to laugh. Your only cover charge into Club BHB, it doesn't cost you $1. It doesn't cost you $10. Your cover charge to Club BHB is a funny story. That's your cover charge. You can't be clubbing without paying the cover charge, right? Good evening, all that are joining us. We are the lame of the lame out there on the streets of YouTube, right? Because we are clubbing at home. No need for DDs up in here. We're all going to drive home just fine. So get your beverage, your coffee, your beer, your drink, your wine, your cocktail, and meet me on the club floor. Good evening, Crazy Nurse. First in the club tonight. She got through the door. She walked in and nobody is there yet, right? Nobody's on the floor. She's the first one in the door, right? Crazy Nurse, nice to see you. Guidance in Life with TLC. Don't forget, there's 103 people in here already. Go out there and give us the thumbs up because, again, this has nothing to do with cases. This is just the night where all of us homebodies get to let our hair hang down and just have a good time. Nothing. We have nothing getting in our way. We are going on the dance floor. We're going to dance the night away. We're going to drink our beverages, and we're going to have a good time. Christy Marie, hello. Patricia Sell, hello. Bullhorn, Betty is present. Can't even say it. Maybe I need another cup of coffee. Susiana from Louisiana can't stay. She's got some family in the house, but she stopped by to say hi, everyone. And Anissa is ready to parte. Barbie, good evening. I am so used to saying good morning. I'm having a hard time with the good evening because usually this night is last night, right? But there was a great cause going on. Share with Listen to Voices Behind the Wall had a fundraiser and an amazing night over on her show last night. I hope everybody got to show up over there. So good evening. I am Team Summer. What else do we got up in the house tonight? Karen G, nice to see you, dear. Lipstick and pepper spray. Love it. Love it. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Angie, 101010. Nice to see you. Daisy Joe. Stephanie, good evening. I got another sunburn on top of my sunburn. Oh, you poor baby. You poor baby. Well, sit back and enjoy the ride tonight. You get to sit back. We're pulling up in the stretch limousine right now. You don't even have to do anything. We have a chauffeur that's opening the door. We've got men escorting us into the club because we're VIP, of course, you know. Everybody at Club BHB is a VIP. B. Betty Fan, Tammy, Miss Robin, Cray Cray, Indigo Eyes. Ooh, I love that. That's pretty. Breathless, nice to see you, Wendy. Julie, Amy's in the house. Nice to see you, dear. Sonia, thank you all. Jen, nice to see you. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. I'm so happy that you guys are all here at Club BHB, where we're getting the VIP treatment tonight. So without further ado, we are going to be opening up the phone lines very quickly. We're going to watch something a little funny, little 10-minute skit to get us all in the mood, right? You need to go to the bar and get that first drink to kind of loosen up, you know? We're at the club. We're ready to shake our rear ends on the dance floor. We need something to loosen us up. Let's loosen up.
Hey, man, yo, no. The winner.
What? Might be a little too dangerous.
You can sit here. FBI agents, terrorism task force, NYPD converged on that apartment building. Now the media has not warned.
I appreciate the tenor of the conversations. I think it will actually yield results before the end of the year, and I look forward to continuing this dialogue in the months ahead. Thank you very much, everybody.
Wasn't looking at that one all the way through. Hold on a second. Here's my other one.
I appreciate the tenor of the conversation.
There we go. Something funny.
Girl, y'all need to do something about that. I'm on goddamn fella from right
Oh, shit. Oh, how you been?
How many people have gone in their kids' room that early in the morning? And they're like, what are you doing?
Oh, damn.
Please watch your children, man. Don't leave your keys on the table.
So who is ready for some funny stories, right? Let's open up the phone lines. Somebody go ahead and throw the phones out there. Or one of your funny stories. Your only cover. We have 94 people in the chat tonight. And your only cover charge is a funny story. Anissa, you better be calling. Let's hear your funny stories. The phone lines are open. While we do that. Just moved over to a different screen. This is Betty.
This morning when I woke up, Robin was like, hey, let's go eat some breakfast. And I was like, you never want to go eat breakfast. But sure, we can go eat breakfast. Let's go to Susie's for breakfast. And she's like, we're not going to go to Susie's. Let's go to Remy's. And I'm like, why are we going to Remy's? But okay, yeah, we'll go to Remy's because I'll just go eat breakfast wherever because I love breakfast. And she doesn't usually want to go eat breakfast. Anyway, so we go there and eat breakfast. After we're done eating breakfast, and she's like, let's go to the pet store. I'm like, sure, let's go to the pet store. I like going to the pet store. And then she's like, oh, let's get a kitten. So now we have a kitten, and it was all
I
part
saw.
of the plan.
I saw.
Yeah.
I got photos.
So that was her trick to get me to get a kitten.
Mm-hmm.
And so what should the kitten's name be?
That's good. I'm not sure. You guys haven't figured out what's the personality of the cat. Well, it was, but I had an animal named Chance too. You see, we call it Deception. Where'd you go? Why'd you? This is 2 weeks in a row you hung up on me. You ding dong? Don't hang up on me. I'm Bullhorn Betty. No, I'm just joking. You're not a ding dong. You're a hot dog. So Miss Robin deceived her husband into getting a cat. Miss Robin. You got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do. Miss Robin. I wonder if we should call Miss Robin and find out what her side of the story is. What's your side of the story, Miss Robin? Phone lines are open. The battle of the sexes begins now on the Bullhorn Betty Club BHB. So I was sitting there thinking of what kind of funny stories can I come up with? And I'm thinking my mom has all the funny stories because typically whenever I was young and out there doing all that stuff, I don't remember a lot of it. But it's funny how your family does. Your family remembers it. Isn't it funny how You guys, the cover charge is stories. I'm going to kick you all out of the club in about 2 seconds. We're going to close the place down. I'm calling Miss Robin. Miss Robin's going to have to explain herself. Miss Robin's going to have to explain herself. Let's see if she did what he says she did. Let's see if she picks up the phone.
Hello?
So I got a call. And I heard that you really wanted breakfast really, really bad. Is that true?
No, I just wanted a cat.
And you knew the way through your husband's heart was through his belly?
Yep.
So what did you decide to name the cat?
I don't know. I saw some of the names in the chat. I like Waffles, and I also like Pee-wee.
Ah, I was thinking of good old-fashioned Deception. That's a great name.
Yep, that's also a good one. Or maybe I'll call it Amnesia.
Anissa, you are loved all over, especially here in Florida.
Or Anise. Wait, how many different variations of Anise?
Well, I called her probably Anissa for, I don't know, 7 months.
Yeah.
She's next. She's on my call block or my call list next.
Hi everyone.
Hello. So tell us a funny story.
I don't know.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If your husband's out of the room, tell me what your worst date was.
Worst date.
Maybe the worst date with your husband. Ooh, that might cause a divorce though.
Oh. I don't know. I'm not very good at thinking of things off the top. I'd have to think of something.
Okay. I'll give you time to think, but there's definitely a funny story.
He's better at telling stories than me.
He's too shy. Hank keeps hanging up the phone on me.
No, he's not really shy. He's just joking.
Tell him I'm starting to think I stink. I just took a shower.
Well, now that I've actually talked on the phone here, so maybe I can think of something and call back.
Okay, you call back.
Yeah, and I won't be nervous anymore.
All right, we'll do.
Okay,
All right, bye.
bye.
That's maybe what we should do. Let's categorize this stuff. Let's talk who has a worst date story. I want to hear about your worst date ever. Your worst date ever. So my date, and this was really, really long ago, and let me try to remember everything. I remember I was at a club. Thanks for all you have done to bring out on the road with you. Oh, one day we'll have to. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully you have a funny story. And if you don't want to call in, there's a good option. You know, you guys can, if you don't want to call in, you guys can tell your funny story on a super chat. My funny story, well, my horrible date. This is one that I can remember, but one of my most horrible dates, well, I got two. The first one was when I was really young. I think I was like just turned, maybe I was 22 or 23 years old. And me and this one chick went to the club. And she was beautiful. You would have never known. She was like, I think I was 23 and she was like 46. But she was absolutely gorgeous. She was beautiful. You didn't know that she was that old. I mean, she could keep up with me. And so we were at the bar and we were drinking. And this guy came up and started talking to us. Really nice, looked like he had money. And she wasn't digging him, but he was trying to hit on her first. That should have been my first clue, right? And so she wasn't digging him. So he started hitting on me. And I'm thinking, okay, this guy's a suitor, he looks like he's, decent dude. So he asked me to go out to dinner with him. So I'm like, sure, I'll be happy to go out to dinner. So he calls me in about a week or so to set up this dinner plan. Maybe it was a few nights later or something like that. And so he's like, well, have you ever been to Carrabba's? At this time, I didn't know what Carrabba's was. That's how long ago this was. Like Carrabba's was just making its rounds, building up, whatever. And I'm like, sure, I'll go to Carrabba's with you. Sounds nice. Never been there before. And we go there. and the man had a coupon. Which is smart. You know, now that I'm older, you know, I can appreciate that kind of thing nowadays, right? But, you know, when you're 20-something, that is a major turnoff. All you youngsters out there, do not be taking your date on a date with a coupon. It is a turnoff. But that wasn't the worst part. I could deal with that, okay? I could deal with him ordering my dinner for me and using a coupon. But it was nice conversation. I have to give it that. It was nice conversation. But we get back to the house. Now, mind you, I just met this guy at a club just a few days before. He takes me out to dinner to Carrabba's with a coupon. And then he gets back to the house and he's wanting, I guess he thought he earned or was entitled to. And now, mind you, this is a suitor. This is a guy that's all dressed up really nice and everything like that. So you'd expect him to have some damn manners. But apparently not. So we get back to the house and he's expecting me to invite him in. I'm like, well, it was a very lovely evening. Thank you so much. And he goes to give me a kiss and I'm like, you know, we're not quite there yet. Like, it wasn't that good. That was probably the worst date that I can recollect. Okay, I can't remember. I remember that incident. And apparently he was an attorney's son. He was into a lot of politics and stuff like that. I wasn't digging it at 20-something years old. I can tell you that. I wasn't digging it. So Groupon is best. But, you know, now that we're older, Amy, I have to be honest. You know, that kind of thing now would make my heart go pity-patter, right? Like a guy that likes to save money. You know, that's... Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. When I was 7, okay, let's read some. So, we got somebody calling in. This is Betty.
Hi, it's me, Amy. I have a funny. You're telling that story reminded me of my Spanish teacher, Mrs. Falcone was her name, and she was telling us this is her thing. She was in class and she's telling us never pretend that when you're in a foreign country and you're dating, whatever she said. Do not pretend you understand a word there's someone saying that you don't go along with it with someone speaking a foreign language and you pretend you understand because she says it can get you into trouble. So this was her story.
Yeah.
She was teaching us like a list of words, you know, and I think one of them was like pasta, you know, because that was, I'll tell you what it means later because pasta is like a slang word for something, but I'll tell you what it is later. So she was on a date. And she was going out with this guy in Spain because she was, you know, they go overseas and they learn the language. You immerse. That's the only way you really learn a language is immersion.
Yeah.
So she was saying, she went on the date and the guy would say, "Te gusta pasta? Te gusta pasta?" And he says, she says, "You mean you like pasta?" She thought she meant pasta, like eating the food pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, sí, a mí me gusta pasta. Oh, sí, you know, blah, blah, blah. So he somehow at the end of the date, he said, do you want to go, well, when are we going to go sleep together? And she goes, what do you mean? I'm not sleeping with you. Why do you say that? He says, well, you said you like the pasta. You eat the pasta, whatever. And you know what it turned out to be? Do you know what the pasta means in Spain? The pasta means the pill, the birth control pill.
Oh my goodness! So he's thinking it's.
He was actually asking her, "Are you on the pill?" And she was answering like, "Yes, I am on the pill. Yes." So like he thought he was trying to find out if she was going to sleep with him. So that's the lesson is that you don't pretend you understand the language.
You might be going home first, going with a man
not
thinking you're getting pasta and you might get something a whole lot different.
Yeah, she was funny. She was in a restaurant. She goes, well, I was in a restaurant one day and they were trying to cheat me on a bill and they said, we don't speak in English, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, you speak a Spanish? Oh, yeah, we speak a Spanish. She goes, I speak Spanish. And then he goes, oh, we don't know speaking of Spanish. He goes, well, we speak in Italian. Because, well, I speak Italian. So because she spoke a lot of languages.
Right.
They couldn't meet her. It was so funny. But no, I had so you want to talk about, I had the worst day today. Oh my God. It was terrible.
Aww.
I went to meet my sister. Like I was, you know, have the this car that I said, this smell. Why can't I get this smell out of my car? I go in there in the winter, it didn't smell, but in the summer it started to smell again in the seat. So I don't really and I'm like, why? I kept spraying with Lysol. I'm like, there's no food in the car. Like, what is going on in here? I just could not figure it out. So today I went to meet my twin sister. I went with my daughter, and we went, my twin sister and her son, we went to some sort of food truck festival today here in New Jersey.
I bet that was good. Some good food.
I go and I haven't opened my trunk in a long time. I find out it was like a dead, disgusting like bee's nest thing in there. I don't know how it got in my trunk, and it rotted out. It was I was so grossed out. So I'm telling you, that was my worst day ever, talking about animals that go and fester in your car. I had to go and I tried to scrub it out when I was there. I had got all those chairs, those chairs that you have in the thing. I had a beach cart. I rolled it to where we could sit and just have some food. I was so grossed out. I was like, oh my God, I had run to and then I said, I felt so bad. I would not have my sister over. I said, I have to clean my car. I can't deal with it. I'm going to vomit. You know what I mean? The smell. I don't know what to do. And then tonight I couldn't find my Apple remote. Then I'm going crazy looking in the cushions, and I'm like yelling about how this is like, I said, this remote is like a missing child. I can't find it. Where it just can't disappear. I was so stressed out because it was so hot today. I had to run that vacuum place and scrub out my trunk and spray it out with all this stuff, and I'm just, it's so stressful. But I thought you would find the Spanish teacher story.
Yeah, because you know what, everybody goes all over the world. You know, we travel to different countries. You know, even some people go to Mexico just on the cruises and stuff, and you never know what they're saying.
You cannot pretend you know something they're talking about. You really can get yourself into trouble. You can get yourself into that's how.
And whatever you say, don't say you like the pasta.
So it was like she was saying pasta. It was like there was a slang word that they used in Spain. She was telling us that she did not know that. So you know, you just got to be careful and not get yourself into trouble. You know.
Take a lesson, folks. I know I got some older women in this chat and people that like to travel all over the country.
I'm older than you, so you know.
Yeah, but I haven't traveled the country because I can't afford it because I'm not to that place where we go traveling. I'd love to travel.
But even the accents, like I could tell you. Can I tell you another story?
Sure.
My mother's from Massachusetts. And she had a stepsister. Her was my grandfather's first marriage. His wife had died, and she married my grandmother. He married my grandmother and had 2 more kids, which was one of my mother's. So my mother was really close with her stepsister, her half sister rather. So we would always go over, and we'd get the hand-me-downs from my cousin, who was older than us, and she had beautiful clothes. My mother would always love getting the clothing. So they had a very thick Massachusetts accent, and it was my Aunt Shirley. And my Aunt Shirley was we were over Aunt Shirley's house, and this is me and my twin. She goes, "Oh, I'm giving you some shots over here." I said, "You're not going to give me a shot? What are you talking about? You're not giving me a shot." And do you know what she meant? She meant she's giving me some shorts to wear. And I thought she meant shot, like an injection. It was like these accents. You can really get confused when they speak like that, you know?
So make sure you don't say you know something and you understand something when you don't. That is the lesson of this evening.
That's right. So that's all I have to say tonight, okay?
All right, Amy, you take care.
All right. You take care. Bye-bye.
Anybody else have stories? Let's talk about like the worst date you've ever had, or in Amy's situation, maybe the worst day you've ever had. I can tell you guys one of the worst days I ever had, but it's not really funny. And maybe it might be funny now. So it was actually on Friday the 13th. It was Friday the 13th. It was April 13th. I want to say 2015 or 16. It might have even been earlier than that, maybe a couple years earlier than that. And I had a horrible day at work, and I just told my boss, I'm done with the day. I will be back Monday. I am leaving. I'm done. You know, I was working at the law firm. I had like 250 cases. Everything this particular day Just felt like it was just coming down on me, just intense. And I got all the work done that I could get done, and I was done. I'm leaving. So he's like, all right, we'll see you on Monday. I leave to go home. My car breaks down. The alternator stopped working, so the car literally dies on the interstate. I'm on the interstate stranded for like 3 or 4 hours, and finally my friend comes and gets me and puts toe straps on it and takes me home. I get there, we figure out it was the alternator. I'm calling around. I slip on the dog bed and I break my foot. That was the by far worst day. On Friday the 13th, if there's a Friday the 13th, I'm home. I do not go out of this house on Friday the 13th. I am so superstitious of Friday the 13th now because I have never had such a horrible day as I did that day. And I've got a cast to prove it. And as a matter of fact, I kept the cast as a souvenir. Hello, guys. Hello. Woo, woo. What's going on? Hey, Caribbean Kool-Aid. So we are having girls' night, actually club night. It's for all the homebodies that never get to go out and have fun or let their hair hang down. So we don't talk about any cases. We only talk about funny stories. It can be a number of funny stories. As long as it's funny, that's the cover charge into Club BHB. And we're all just having fun. We're drinking our beverages. Of course, mine is coffee. But don't worry, I'm not a prude. I brought backup. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew I have backup here. I am drinking with you guys. I'm having a lot to drink. We are going to need our designated drivers taking us home tonight. But we're not popping. It's not going to be popping like it was. So call in if you have a funny story. Tonight is funny story night. Now, if you guys would prefer being up on screen, hold on, as opposed to calling, here is the StreamYard stream. However, I'm on the StreamYard. Got to show your face. You have an anonymity on the phones, face on the screen. 2 ways of hanging out. I realize this sounds horrible. I met a guy, told him I didn't have 2 kids. I lived in a different city, lived just up the road, and gave him my sister's name. We've been together 22 years. Aw, that's kind of sweet. But you snookered him, you little hussy. No, I'm just joking. Oh, I'm just joking. Oh, nice to see you, Amanda. I see you, Stephanie. I see ya. Let's see what else. All right. You know what? I'm going to call Anissa. Anissa better have a funny story. Her cover charge. She was fairly warned. You want to call in, Anissa, or do you want me to call you? I prefer you calling in. But you're telling a story one way or another. Pick your poison. Oh, hell, nah. Roll Tide, roll. She says, hell to the nah. Hey, Radmilla, we are going over funny stories tonight. So what funny stories do you have? Do you have a funny childhood story? Do you have a horrible first date story? What do you have? Tell me what you have. This is Betty.
This is Amnesia.
Hello, Amnesia. So what is a funny story that you have?
Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit. Is it like, can we do a little bit PG-13, but not really R-rated?
Yes. You good.
Okay, nobody's going to judge me on this one. And if y'all do, I'll still love you, okay?
Hey, I got to be honest. I'm probably going to judge her after this.
Yes, you will. Okay, so let's get back to business. Brief story. Anissa was married very young. She was very green. And, yeah, very happy in love. Still currently happy married for 21 years. But, you know, we lived in Tennessee at the time, close to Nashville. I've always wanted to visit there. You know, we went to the Opry Mills Mall and everything. But that Hustler store always grabbed my attention. And I was like, just let's walk in here. Let's see what it's about. Like 2 months into our marriage and everything's going great. And all of a sudden, we walk in and man, this salesman was up my ass 24/7. How do you like it? You like them big? You like them small? Do you like it rough? Do you like it beads? My face is turning so red. I'm like, can we just look? I mean, is it okay? He goes, well, I can show you around. I'm like, dude, I got this. And my husband's not even standing up for me. He is laughing so hard. He leaves me with this guy. So I'm like, well, what do you suggest? He goes, well, the edibles are good. I was like, you mean candy? He starts showing me these paintings that are edible. And I mean, I'm like almost in tears. I just want to leave. And I look.
Was this your first time in one of these stores?
And he's recording all this. Recording it.
Was this the first time you were in one of those stores?
Yes.
It was. So you were probably red as red could be.
I never knew there was such. I seen like this big old fish looking thing. I was like, what in the holy hell is this? I mean, I'm floored. Okay, so I just decided on a Hustler shirt.
you got shirts?
Make this man mad.
You got
just
shirts?
Me a Hustler shirt, and that's it. Because I was like, I want to do this in private. Maybe order it online. Screw this. Well, okay, the funny part about it, I noticed that this to-do couple came in dressed to the nines. Was over there looking. I'm like, dude, you got customers over here. I was thinking that. So we went over there and talked to them. Well, they were in front of us when we got in line. And
what did they get? Tell me what they bought.
All I got to say is she got a strap-on dildo. He got some woman stuff, and I'm like, man, y'all look like you're lawyers and doctors. I lost it. I completely lost it. And the whole time, my husband's still recording me. He still has it.
He has the proof. He has the proof. You better not divorce him.
Oh no. Yeah. I think I was totally set up on that one.
You think?
Yeah.
Taking you in there for the first time and recording you. You think it was a setup? Maybe just a little bit.
Well, because I'm the type of person. I'm older now, of course. But still, when I get embarrassed, my face turns red, and I'm like uncomfortable. It's just awful. But no, so the next story that's not so sexual, I guess you can say. That whole car that went through the garage, I did that.
Oh!
I was so excited when I turned 16. I became a lifeguard in Alabama. I thought I was hot shit, about to go to work. Put the car in drive, went through the damn garage, and then I went through the living room. And I literally opened up the driver's side door with my mom standing there. Like, I gave you one chance to drive to work. Just turned 16.
And you went, and the car was in the living room, dining room.
And my kids are not around, by the way, to hear this either. But yeah. So clip that, people. Clip that.
Yeah.
I'm as real can be.
Going from the sex shop into the dining room with the car. Oh my goodness, girl.
Yeah, I didn't know how to get my way out of that one. I blamed it on the car, but it hit far too low. Needless to say, I wasn't allowed to drive for a little bit, and I had to be dropped off by the parents. So I quickly knew how to drive.
Yeah, I bet you did. How long did it take to fix the house?
A while, and I had to work for it.
I bet you did. Good parents. That's how parents should be. You make a mistake, your parents make you pay the price. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not cool.
Gotcha. Well, it brought me to another funny thing that happened in my life. So whenever I was young, like our house was like the Toyota house. Like my dad had the Toyota 4Runner, my sister had the Toyota Corolla, I had the Toyota Tercel when the Toyota Tercel was around. It was back in the 90s. And so it was crazy because I was up in my room minding my own business, watching TV, and my sister, you just hear her running up the stairs, opening the door, and she's like, Andra, I'm so sorry. This is like, it just got dark. So I'm thinking it's like around 9 o'clock maybe. And she's leaving to go to a friend's house, and she backs into a car because she likes to peel out of the driveway like a bat out of hell. And she smacks into this car, and it's dark out. So she looks at it. It's a Toyota Tercel. I mean, it's got a huge, like she smacked into it. Like there's like the whole freaking door is smushed in. I don't know how she did it. It's like she hit it and kept going. And so she runs upstairs and she's like, Andrew, I hit your car. I wrecked your car. And I'm like, what do you mean you wrecked? How the hell did you wreck my car? And she's like, I was leaving the driveway. Why would you be parking in the street? I'm like, I'm not parked in the street. I'm parked in the back driveway. And she's like, oh my God, I hit somebody's car. So we call the law enforcement. Apparently the guy didn't have a driver's license, didn't have insurance on the car, shouldn't have been there. They were throwing a teenage party across the street at the doctor's house, and they weren't supposed to do that because mommy and daddy were out of town. And so instead of my sister getting the ticket for like basically totaling this dude's car, he not only got a ticket, he had to have it towed. The officer wouldn't let him leave. And my dad just looks at him because my dad's freaking out. You know, this is the first accident his girls got into. You know, he's thinking of insurance and things like that. And he goes out there and he's like, only in America can something like this happen. His daughter just smacked into this car, almost totaled this damn thing. And the other guy gets the ticket and Angela gets to walk away without anything.
I love that.
I know.
I just don't have that kind of luck.
No, I don't either. My sister was worse driver than me, but I was the one in all the wrecks.
Yeah, I just don't have that kind of luck. But yeah, there's so many other stories, but I can save them for later. I want y'all to bring up some dirt. All these people I'm looking at in chat, I am Team Summer.
Oh, she's calling you girls out. She's telling, get your butt on the dance floor.
Amy is here. Angela.
Oh, she's saying, she's saying.
On the big screen. You can't talk crap about me.
And this is calling the girls out. She says she's sick of dancing on the dance floor alone, and you guys can't get into the club without paying the cover charge. And the cover charge is a funny story.
And hey, I said not to feed the trolls, but I just want to say something. Strangler. At least I know that you got the bell on because dude or girl or whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
You're here and welcome. Just show your face. You know,
show your face.
Are you ugly? Are you pretty? I mean, what are you? You know, hell, you want to be amnesia? Want to be like the?
I think we have an idea who that is.
I'm curious. So, like, you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
all
the
time?
That you have nothing to do on a Saturday night, or is it that boring?
Well, in all fairness, Anissa, this is open to all the people that are homebodies. It's not fair to single people out.
Can you put a smile in when you like type in strangler, dude, woman, whatever, laugh? Tell me what you're drinking. You know how.
Uncle Eddie, can you please put more smiley emojis when you're insulting Bullhorn Betty, please?
Okay, that's my piece for the night. But yeah, all right, it's y'all's turn, and I'll call back later.
All right, call back. All right. You guys aren't paying the cover charge. The club is not opening up as quickly as I would like. The dance floor is just not filling up. People are not paying the cover charge to come to Club Bullhorn Betty. What are you guys doing out there? Who has a funny story? I saw Dolly in the chat. Dolly, we know you got a funny story. Let's talk about either the worst date you've had, something funny that happened to you. It can't be anything related to cases. Can't be anything related to cases. This is Betty.
Hi.
You gotta turn me down. You gotta turn me down in the back.
I got a funny story for you.
Okay.
Okay, this is up in Gold Beach, Oregon, small town.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cold. I'm in my car with my daughter and my granddaughter. We had to get the granddaughter a coat.
Mm-hmm.
We pull into this little country store. My daughter gets out, buys a coat, comes out, gets in a car that a little old man is sitting in that looks just like mine.
and she didn't look over at him, and she's cleaning out everything from his floorboard, throwing it in the back seat. And the little man's like backed up against the window, scared to death, wondering what's going on, because there was no room for her to sit. She's throwing all of his belongings in the back seat.
And she didn't realize the car wasn't like that before?
And she looked over at him, and she almost had a heart attack. She opened the door, fell out of the parking lot. And when he figured out that it was an accident, he started laughing too, but her face was white. That's a funny story.
Person getting in the wrong car can be a problem. Thank goodness it was a scared old man instead of a creeper.
Yeah, but especially she's rearranging everything in his car and not even looking at him.
How many people does it take to realize you're getting in the wrong car?
Oh. Yeah, that was crazy.
That is. Thank you so much for calling. If you think of another funny story, call back and get one of your friends in through the door. The cover charge is high tonight. You have to pay with a funny story. Party. Yeah, there you go. Thanks. You got a funny story? I want to hear it. We need some really, really, really funny stuff. Who's got the goods? Oh, so hard to see. Nice to see you here. I would tell you guys some funny stories, but you know what? It'll be clickbait for somebody else. The statutes of limitations has run out on a lot of the stories I have. I just want to let everybody know that. But I'm not ready to come out. I'm not ready to come clean just yet. Those are going to be for later. So here's Anissa. If anybody, hold on, let me go back just a little bit. So if anybody missed it, we just realized this is breaking news happening right now. Anissa did this. Our beloved Anissa. This is her. There she is, right there.
Leave your car keys alone, man.
Anissa, leave the car keys alone. That was Anissa again. I'm sorry. They should not be playing. I'm sorry. They should just not be playing that many auto accidents on one video. They just shouldn't, because now every time we see something that happens like that, the first thing we're going to be thinking is Anissa behind the wheel of that vehicle? Is she behind the wheel of that one? I have not done that. Did you guys notice the airbag actually deployed when he hit that? This is Betty.
Hi, this is Nana Southern.
Hi, Nana Southern. How are you?
Good. I learned the hard way never to let your parents catch up on a date. I was 16, New Year's Eve, and they set me up with a Mennonite boy who brought me a pair of shoes to take me to a dance at a Mennonite school.
So he brought you your own dance. How did he know what size shoe you were wearing?
He didn't, and they weren't dance shoes. They were clogs. And the boys sat on one side of the room, and the girls sat on the other side of the room, and there was no music, but they were advertising it as a dance.
Did you clog? The question is, did you clog? Were you a clogger? Did you clog that night?
I was not a clogger.
Have you become a clogger since that date? Don't lie.
No, I didn't talk to him after that, because then he pulled over into this little turnout thing. He said, I took you to the dance. What are you going to do? I said, you're going to take me home, and I'm going to get my daddy. But it was so embarrassing and so funny, and everybody in the family would not let me live that down for years. But I have a better one.
So that was their pick for you, and they can't believe you walked away from such a gold mine.
Yeah, really. I told them they could have them. I was out one night after my divorce, and I'm sitting there, and this guy just kept bugging me. Like, can I have your phone number? I go, oh, yeah, sure. And I gave him my ex-husband's phone number. He called him at 3 o'clock in the morning, asking if he could come over and cuddle.
Oh, my. Moving
My
a little
ex-husband couldn't
fast.
Figure out. Huh?
I said that was moving a little fast.
Well, it was my ex-husband's phone number.
Ah, gotcha.
It wasn't mine.
Is that how you guys connected?
No, I never talked to him again either.
That was my other really bad date. Was my ex-husband. How I met my ex-husband.
No, we never connected again. In fact, yeah, whatever. But,
That's too funny.
and I do have a question. Since you grew up down here in Florida,
Yeah.
I moved down here in October.
Oh, so you're a newbie in Florida.
Yeah, I'm from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. How do you like life in Florida so far?
Oh, I love it. I don't want to ever go back. I love it down here.
So what's the question?
I said I was moving south, and they're like, "Oh, where are you moving?" I said, Lake Wales area in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh, that's not south. You're still in the north." And I'm like, "Huh? What?" I'm thinking I could drive 4 or 5 hours and be at the southernmost point of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
How does Florida not be part of the South? How did it turn into the North? I don't understand.
Well, if you go based upon Bullhorn Betty, I always say up there or down there when I'm clearly the lowest state in the United States. I always say I'm going down to Tennessee or I'm going down to Georgia.
I'm just trying to figure out, and I was just, and when I said, I said, I'm only several hours out of the Keys.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, but that's still the border." I was like, "Oh dear God, I can't wait to get out of the north and go south and get away from it." But
so now you're officially in the South.
Huh?
I said now you're officially in the South.
Oh yeah.
Have you had our Southern food? That's the question. Have you had our authentic Southern food?
I love Southern food.
Mm.
I have a grandmother that was grandmother and grandfather raised in Virginia, and a grandmother and grandfather raised in Northville, Tennessee.
Mm.
I grew up on Southern food.
Good.
So.
All right, love. Well, thank you so much.
I thought it was funny. Anyway, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So we're at Club Bullhorn Betty. We're not talking about cases. We're not talking about work. We're here enjoying our beverages. We're ready to get on the floor, shake our booty, but your cover charge is not $10. It's only a funny story. That is the cover charge. We're filling up the club. It's Betty. Hello. Hi.
Hey.
So do you have a funny story for our show tonight to get into the Club BHB?
I sure do.
All right, I'm ready to hear it.
Okay. My daughter, she said to me, Mama, guess what? The Golden Gate Bridge, it's not golden.
That is funny. What did you say when she said that?
I did not know she didn't realize the Golden Gate Bridge was not golden. I thought she knew that it was red.
Yep, it's not golden at all. I would have probably made the mistake as well.
I was sending her out to California to visit my brother, and she looked at me when she saw pictures, and she said to me, like, she did not, like, totally realize that it was not golden.
Not a golden. The Golden Gate Bridge is not golden, folks. It's not golden. But you know what? There's still a lot of people out here that aren't smarter than a fifth grader.
I know.
Maybe that's what we should do one Friday night is play the game, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? All the audience that has fifth graders, we'll have to do this probably on a Zoom call.
Correct.
And we're going to have to find out some tough questions that only fifth graders know. And we are going to challenge our audience to see if they are going to be smarter than a fifth grader.
Right.
We're going to leave the clubs in the past. We're going to go use our brains. No, I'm just joking. Thanks for calling. Call back. Goodbye. Sorry, guys. My allergies have been driving me nuts for over a month. And tonight's no different. Tonight is no different. Scarlett Summer is our newest Coffee Club member. Thank you so much for joining the Coffee Club. I appreciate it. This is Betty.
Hey, is this Betty?
It is.
Sorry, I can't.
Seriously? Was that Chris or was that a troll? I can tell. And this is a troll-free zone, folks. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Stephanie. You have got to pay your cover charge, Miss Stephanie. This is Betty.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi. I have sort of a funny story about when I was a child. I was probably between 3 and 5, and I was outside playing one day, and my little sister was maybe 2 years old, and she wouldn't go use the bathroom. We lived in a trailer, and she wouldn't go use the bathroom because she was afraid of monsters. Well, I was outside playing in the car, which was on top of a hill, and the trailer was on the lower part. And I accidentally knocked it into neutral, and it made a big hole in the wall, and my sister started screaming. And I got out of the car, and I ran, and I hid. And I only came out when my mother said, "I won't tell your dad if you come out now." And I was so young, and I didn't realize that he was going to see the big hole in the trailer. And I just thought that was funny.
How much trouble did you get into for the big hole in the trailer?
Well, I was so young that I really didn't get into too much trouble. I got, grounded, but that was about it. I just thought that was a funny story.
And actually you said something that sparked another story, But see, I wasn't that lucky. We didn't get grounded. We got our butts whipped. And when we were 3 and 5 years old and we were out in Mayaca City, we picked our switch.
I used to have to do that when I got a little older. But yeah.
There was corporal punishment.
I was so little that I didn't realize once Dad come home, he was going to see the big hole in the trailer.
Yeah, I know. I can honestly say I have not put a hole in anything. I haven't burnt anything down. I haven't almost burnt anything down. I was actually a pretty good kid growing up for the most part in the younger years.
Trying to burn places down.
It's funny. My dad could cook, and I remember he was making a ham one time. And I can't remember, but I remember saying, "Oh my gosh, this is so good, right? This is really, really good." I may have this memory off just slightly, but I kept asking you, I kept wondering, how did my father learn to cook so well? Because he didn't cook. He didn't learn how to cook. His parents didn't teach him how to cook, none of that stuff. And my mom looked over at me and said, "Many pots and pans." And I didn't understand it. I have never seen a pan get a burnt hole in it. Apparently, my mom and father have experienced that as they were learning to cook.
I think it's funnier than my story.
I still, to this day, have not been as horrible a cook as to ruin pots and pans. Just want to make sure everybody is aware of that. I did not ruin any pots and pans. My name is Lisa. Nice to meet you, Lisa.
Nice to meet you, Boomer Betty.
Absolutely.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't know where that came. Like, that's so funny because we're hearing these stories, and it's like when I hear something, it's like you'll hear this like triggered word or something like that, and then remember. You'll remember the story. This is Betty.
Yes. Hello. This is the Chinese buffet.
Funny. That's funny in itself. That's funny in itself. Oh gosh, I used my neighbor's bathroom for a month before I found out. Oh wait, I must have missed something. Bullhorn Betty should not be walking into the middle of conversations in the chat room. They make me blush in some cases. Thank you for giving us our disclaimer. Oh, Lord. Oh, sunshine. I'm drinking a beer. I haven't had one in a long time. Well, drink. There's a lot of people at Club BHB. So drink away. The more you drink, the prettier we become. So drink. Oh, what does it say? I can't stand these trolls. That was funny. I know. Everybody, we're leaving the club and heading over to the Chinese buffet. We're heading over to the Chinese buffet because they're saying, wait a minute, Club BHB is making way too much money because we got the dance floor here, we got the booze here, we got the pretty girls here, and we got a buffet lined up. And he's saying, you can't have that. I need money. Come over to my Chinese buffet. I'm not a sanitary person, but we want to make you sick. Come over to the buffet. I know, but we do get prettier with alcohol. But guys get better looking with alcohol too. Oh, white rabbit pranks. Oh, let's see. Yes. Can you page my cunt, please? Can you page my cunt? Oh, Lee, come on. This is Betty.
Hello? Yeah, hey, is this Betty?
Yes, it is.
So you the one who hit my car?
Why is it every time a guy calls, we know it's a troll? Like, we know it is. We know you are. We know who you are. Is your refrigerator running? Yes. Why would my refrigerator not be running? Is that a joke? Oh, Lord. Why do you think I'm plastered? I just looked in the mirror. This is what I said. I should not be walking in the middle of conversations. I just shouldn't. I shouldn't. New Jersey accent, I guarantee it. Yep, that's who I think it is. But we already know he's trolled once before, right? He's attracted to me. There's nothing. He's gonna try to deny it until he's blue in the face. But he's the one always over here trying to hang out at my house, right? He's trying to always hang out at my house, the place where the cool kids hang out. He's that, that nerdy kid that nobody really likes. It's just an awkward person, awkward personality, likes to stand in the corner and just stare at you, just creeps you out. Go home, right? Go back to mommy and daddy. Go home. We don't want you here. You're crimping our style, man. You're just crimping it. So, who else has got some funny stories? Who has got the funny stories? Let's see what else is on our funny video, shall we? Keep us occupied in this dead space. Wasn't quick enough. Saved by the bell. This is Betty.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Good.
Your girlfriend asked me to give you a call to set up our, well,
Excuse me?
It's Carmen. I'm sorry. I thought she told you that I'd be calling you. Are you still there?
I am still here. Do you have a funny story?
Your girlfriend, when I met her last week, she said you guys.
Yeah, I probably would look better with a girl than a guy. Who knows, right? Who knows? Sounds to me like that girl kind of had a thing for me, doesn't it? I don't swing that way, babe. Don't swing that way. It's Betty.
Oh, Betty, it's Vigi.
Hey, Bitchy Tanya. What's your funny story?
What's happening? My funny story kind of goes with all these calls you're getting, all these treats, man. All right, so everywhere I go, like, my friends tell me don't make eye contact with people. Don't look at them. Don't talk to that person.
Right.
Because they're always creeps. It's just so funny. And you've had all these creeps calling in. You're talking about the creep watching you in the corner.
Yeah. The
attract
creeps are creeping in the club tonight. Ladies, watch your drinks.
Why are there so many creepy dudes, man? What is up? With the creepy dudes, creepy chicks too.
I know, but we've had to deal with creepy dudes. Like all of us ladies, all of us gorgeous ladies, when we go to the club, that's why we need our security, right? Because we have all these creeps that want to come and hang out with the cool kids and the beautiful ladies. You can't hang with us, man.
Right? But it's like my friends are like, you are just a creep magnet. You just attract all these weirdos.
Yeah.
I've been forever. And they're like, don't look at that person. Don't talk to them. Don't get involved. Just stay away.
Right.
So that's my funny story. It's just so creepy out here.
Yeah, and you got to be careful when we leave the club. We got to make sure nobody's following us because you know those creepers.
Oh my God, that's a true story. Now be careful.
Yeah, true story. Got to be careful when we leave the club, man.
I used to be in a band years ago, and I had my share of people waiting outside, good and bad. But you know, there's always one creep in the crowd.
Always, but and you know what? It is just one. It is just one. So,
yeah, maybe. We hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually creeps are kind of like us, how we all roll together. They kind of roll together too.
That's all right. We got pepper spray up in the house. We got pepper spray.
Yeah, we've learned how to secure ourselves too over the years. It used to be a lot different. I tell you what. But anyway, that's all. I don't have too many funny stories. I have a million funny stories, but they're all really not rated for this show.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to rewrite those jokes then. You're going to have to rewrite them, make them PG-13 jokes.
All right.
Or PG-13 stories.
The creeps are out tonight. Hey, creeps are out tonight. So.
All right, Tanya, you take
I'm
care.
having fun just watching.
Yeah, but hey, call back again if you think of a funny story. Get one of your girlfriends in the club, man.
Okay, I'll see who might be interested.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll talk to you soon.
Right on. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye. Guys, the club is starting to start popping right now. We got the music going. We got the lights going. The club's starting to fill up a little bit. People have paid their cover charge and continue to do so. This is Betty.
Hey, mute me for a second.
Oh, hold.
Because you want to answer your phone.
Oh, well then let me call you back on the phone and I'll mute you. I'll get a. You guys are gonna have to listen to some music.
Just look at your messages. Okay. Yeah. Just give me a call back.
All right. All right, guys. We are muting for a few moments. Enjoy the music while you wait.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace.
Hello guys, we're back. Thank you for that. I missed a call. Anissa, here's the link. There you go. Come on up, little girl. Come on up. If you can handle the heat in the club, come on up. Let's see here. What else do we have? I'm on the computer listening to a husband handles the boys. Nice. I know, I like that song. I should have kept it on, but Anissa was telling me we need music behind this, and I don't know how to do it. I'm new to YouTube. Like, I haven't even been here but 7 months, and I don't know all the ins and outs of these programs. I just don't. I need a lesson. I need a YouTube lesson. I have got to get a YouTube lesson. Anissa, where are you, my friend? Amnesia, where are you? I guess we're just going to have to wait for her to get up here. This is Betty.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
This is Tina.
Okay. You have a funny
I
story?
live next door to you.
These women, seriously, like, girls, get it together. It's Saturday night. You guys got better things to do than hang out with all old ladies. Like, seriously, get a life. You are added to the screen. This is Betty.
Hi, Betty. I got another one for you.
Okay, I'm ready to hear it.
My best friend was given tickets.
Oh, you gotta turn me down in your background.
My best friend was given tickets to Hawaii from her work.
Mm-hmm.
We went over to Hawaii, to Maui. In the meantime, her boyfriend is in Honolulu. And we got in there. We had a great time and everything. Second day, she flew to Honolulu to meet him. He flew to Maui to meet her and got stuck in Honolulu overnight. So we partied.
Did they miss each other because they were going the opposite directions?
Yes. So then he stayed for a couple days, went back, 3 more days. She's sad. We get on the plane. We're at the airport. She wants to leave.
Mm-hmm.
She says, let's go to this early flight. I'm in heels, bags, and I'm running all across the airport. She takes us to the wrong gate. I get mad, go to the cocktail lounge, and she's already smashed on her butt. She comes in there and says, I want half of the money. And I said, okay, give me my plane ticket. She was mad at me. So I stayed in the lounge, and she went into the waiting room by the gate.
Mm-hmm.
So I had me some drinks, went back to the waiting room, and she slunched over, passed out with drooling her face. Everybody's looking at her. And I just sit down there with my hands crossed and let her lay her head on my shoulder. I woke her up when the plane came. We get on the plane, and they come around. They want my ticket. She gives me my ticket. She goes, this isn't your ticket. This is a boarding pass. She couldn't find my ticket. They said, get your stuff packed up. You're getting off the plane. So they had to escort me off the plane by security, so I threw a fit.
Mm-hmm.
And about the time I got out, they got my ticket. I got on the plane. We're on the plane. She's sitting next to the window, started getting sick, getting up, going to the bathroom. Then she says, can we switch seats? So I switched seats with her, and that flight was messy. I was so upset. We get into San Diego. The skies are gray, and there to meet me with my ex-husband to pick me up.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they finally met up. They passed each other. Everybody was frustrated. You guys got on the plane and you guys all got to meet up.
Yeah.
Awesome. I bet you guys won't do that again. Maybe coordinate next
Unfortunately, she's not with us anymore. But
Aw.
another story, the same guy she thought was cheating on her. So I said, he's coming into the airport. Why don't we dress up in disguise? So we all dressed up in disguise like Indian women with our face covered.
Mm-hmm.
And seen him pick up another woman from the airport, and we're walking right behind him. So she found out he was cheating. Anyway, there's more to the story. Probably more funny if you had been there for sure.
Cheating is never good, especially when you get caught.
But at least she found out.
Yeah, hey. There's
But
always...
the funny thing about it is everybody was looking at us strange at the airport with our garb on in disguise, and he was sitting right across from her.
And didn't even notice her.
And didn't notice us.
Wow. Wow. There's a lot of women I know that know how to creep, man. We know how to creep. Olivia and I got into disguises when we went out to Moab, Utah. We did a whole skit. I can't remember if I was Jennifer or Sarah, but I think I was Sarah. I think my name was Sarah. I can't remember. It was one or the other. And we were out there. We were creeping. And, women can creep. We know how to change everything. We can put makeup on our face and change our entire face with a little bit of shadowing. Like, we can creep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Creepers in the club. Women can out-creep the creeps in the club.
One thing, I know this is girls' night out. I just need to ask you one question. I got you on the line.
Sure.
I have a situation that if I could email to tell you about my grandson in Lake Havasu.
Yeah, email me. I'll look at it, but just make sure
I don't want to be a party pooper, but there's just something very fishy about what happened, and that's it.
Yeah, put in the subject line that you were here at Club BHB, and I'll know that it's you, so I can identify it quickly, because I get a lot of emails, and sometimes I just don't respond.
Say that again, please.
Just put Club BHB in the subject line when you send the email over, so I know it's you.
Okay, this was 8 years ago, but I want to find out things. Okay. I got questions like you know who does.
Yeah, happy to help.
All right. Thanks for the party.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Anissa. Double.
So can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
I did it. My first live ever. I'm de-virginized.
Yay! Anissa is co-hosting Club BHB with Bullhorn Betty. What say you?
Not much. Just helping you out.
Yeah.
I want to have fun tonight, y'all. Exactly.
I think I might fire the DJ or something. The DJ sucks.
Right? We gotta get something going on next time. Me and you'll figure it out.
Yep.
We'll get something.
And I'm
going.
actually thinking I think I want to kind of, I don't know, do a game. I don't know. Maybe a game with some stuff to give away.
That sounds good. Trivia type thing.
Yeah, why not? See how smart the coffee clubbers are. Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Hey, let's do it. I think I'm seeing on a bunch of y'all have some good ideas. So yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm not really, it's like crazy because I'm not really a clubber. I don't really, I remember back in my 20s I could twerk, but I don't know if 40-something should be doing that anymore.
Oh, you're never too old to party, trust me. And when you get too old, then you just become a grouch. So
yeah. And you know what? You only get one life, so throw caution to the wind and get out there on the floor and shake your booty.
Exactly. You only have one life. Yep.
There you go.
So who's the next caller? I'm so happy to be up here, y'all. And thank you for allowing me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. The official troublemaker of the Bullhorn Betty. No, I'm just joking.
Hey, I'll take that any day. I love that.
Yeah, when they start setting up web pages about you, you're doing a good job modding for me.
Thank you. Yeah, by the way, I'm just gonna go ahead since I'm on the platform. I feel privileged. Whoever you are, keep going. You're not making me mad anymore because everybody knows that you're a fake and I'm the real me. So love you, whoever you are. Mwah.
Can't do us like we can do us.
No.
So the club is not happening. Where is all the funny stories? Nobody is paying their way in the doors. They're just hanging outside, getting upset and frustrated, saying, why can't we get in the door? Because you ain't paying the cover charge. That's why you're not getting in the door. That's why you're not hanging out with the cool kids. Where are them funny stories? Tell me another funny story. I know you got a bunch up your sleeve.
Man. Let's see.
My phone has notified me that it's time for me to go to bed.
Time to go to bed. You're not that old. Shut up. Which it is 9:30 your time and 8:30 my time. But still. I don't know. Funny story. Gosh. Do I really want to put it out here? I've already told the most intimate one ever.
You might want to call in and be anonymous.
Yeah. I want to hear some of y'all. I mean, I see you scrolling up there.
Yeah.
Come on.
I see True Crime with Eve. True Crime with Eve. Call in and tell us a funny story. One of the worst dates you've ever had, or something your kid did that made you just laugh your rear end off.
I have that. I have that. I so have that. And if anybody says anything to me, yes, I am a true blonde, but I was so mortified this day. I don't want to say it ever again. And if my troll does it to me, yes, I did it. I'm guilty of it. But when I was in a certain nursing school, was in class, I got a phone call, and this was around Halloween. My two kids loved their Halloween costumes so much. You know, I was just studying away and didn't even think about it. Thought it was, day to dress up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't. And my two children went to school in their Halloween costumes, and we're playing the role of Spider-Man and Buzz Lightyear, I think, at that time. I don't know, who knows. But yeah, I got a phone call at school, and I had to go and get them, bring them a change of clothes. And the teacher just laughed. She thought it was so funny. She goes, your kids really got that one over on you. So, yeah.
I don't want to ask my mom funny stories about me. She said she couldn't be the designated driver tonight. That's what she told me earlier today. I said, okay. And True Crime with Eve just said she's going to call. She's got a good one. So we can't wait for hers. And I know Guidance in Life with TLC. She's got to have some funny kids stories. She's got twins. She got twins. She's got some funny kid stories. I know I got a lot of parents up in the chat. Don't forget, guys, if you like this, we don't do this but once a week, where we just let our hair hang down. We don't talk about cases. We just talk about funny stuff that makes us laugh. It's just good for the soul. So if you guys have not already thumbs up this segment, please do so. Please do so while we wait for people calling in. We haven't heard from True Crime with Eve yet. We haven't heard from Guidance in Life with TLC. This is Betty.
This is your girl Eve.
Hey, what's happening? What's going on in the club tonight? What's funny story are you going to tell us to pay your way into the club?
Right on. I feel awesome to be able to be. Is there VIP access?
The whole club's VIP, baby. That's why it costs you so much to even get in the door.
That's great. That's fair. So I have had some pretty bad dates, all right, in my past. And there's a few, okay? This one guy took me to Starbucks because he forgot my name. Let's just start with that one.
Because you got to give your name to get your coffee?
Exactly.
That was clever. I mean, if you don't remember, that's clever.
I gave him props for that because he told me later after I was like, we're not compatible. He was like, well, that's okay because I took you to Starbucks because I couldn't remember your name. Mm-hmm. Fair enough. There was a date that it was a catfish type deal, and I paid the server $20 to spill a drink on me so that I can go home.
Oh, that was bad.
I would never.
Later, $20 to spill a drink on you. Where is old days where you tell your friend, hey, dude, call me. Like, call me when I'm there. Call me in 20 minutes, check on me. And then call me in another 45 minutes to check and see if everything's still going well.
Right? Spill a drink. I love you. I love you already.
Oh.
You took one for the team.
What did you say, Eve?
My homegirls were already half drunk and wouldn't answer their phone, so I had to go back to Plan B on a whim. So,
well, we all the ladies here, you guys learned a valuable lesson. If you have one of those horrible dates, just pay the waiter to spill whatever he can on you so you can go. Never did that. I never did that before, but now I know.
The last one that I have is a real good one. All right. This was right before I met Mr. Eve, who is occasionally on my live. So I went to this little festival with a guy, and I was doing a cakewalk, you know, where you go on the numbers, and if you win on the number, you get the cake. Well, his wife was in the cakewalk too. And so she was following me behind on the cakewalk.
Wait. Sorry. I was filling my coffee cup up. So you're saying that you said his wife?
Yeah. I was doing the cakewalk, and she was behind me, following me, like watching me, but a part of it. And the guy was just sitting there, and I kept looking at him, and he was mortified. And just wouldn't say anything, but we were in it. There was like music playing and stuff like that. Well, anyway, I won the cake. And then after I won the cake, she came up to me and she goes, that's my husband that you're on a date with. And I went, oh, I'm so sorry. Do you want my cake?
Oh, wow.
And I gave her the carrot cake I won.
Oh my God. What did you say to the guy? I'm like dying here. Can you imagine? Why would he take you? What is wrong with men?
That's what I've been saying from day one, and I still do.
Unbelievable.
But anyway, at least you got some cake.
Yeah, but you missed out on the cake, and you got to meet. Oh no! Thank God I've never had an encounter like that.
I don't want to eat cheater festival cake, so I was more.
She says no to the cheater festival cake.
Needless to say,
it makes it you know what? If it was carrot cake, I'm not sure if I would have ever eaten carrot cake again.
Exactly.
I love carrot cake though. It makes me sad.
I couldn't eat it for like 2 years.
Aww.
It was really red velvet.
Well, shame on him. Shame on him. And you know what? Things happen for a reason. It taught his wife a valuable lesson, and it taught you a valuable lesson.
That's right. I didn't date for a very long time, and then met Mr. Eve and got married 2 years later. So we'll see if it worked out.
There you go.
And now you're with the one that makes you happy.
Oh, I think I'm going to go get a banana costume again. I think Amazon's calling my name. So.
Banana costume. Okay.
Remember the banana split where I got drunk and ran down the street with my banana costume and the zipper came down?
Oh, let's tell the story. It sounds funny.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I know a sneeze is there. My allergies are going crazy, and I know there's one there. It's working its way. All right, just go ahead and go. And if I sneeze, I apologize.
That's okay. So, in my young days, I was a little loud. And one night I had way too many whiskey drinks, and it was around Halloween, and I got this banana costume. Well, it was really hot that night, so I was like, let me put on a banana suit costume for all my friends. And I ran down the street, and I was naked underneath it, okay, guys? It's hot. It's Texas. Well,
she was running down the street because the banana costume is hot. She's ran, so nothing is under this banana costume.
Not a thing. Nope. And so I was running down the street, but the zipper kept falling down because I didn't zip it up all the way.
Uh-huh.
And needless to say, I was milking. And this ring
I
came.
heard you needed some music.
There you go. Sorry, hold on just a second.
I got the club.
There's our girl.
That's Caribbean Kool-Aid.
I know. I haven't seen her in forever.
I know.
Look at you, beautiful.
Sorry,
Thank you.
We have.
I'm bringing the club to the.
You know what? I'm gonna throw you a linky if you're gonna have to come to the club. All right, bye.
Oh, this is awesome.
Come on over.
Go to the club. Hold on, leave invite.
Look, you got the lights in the background and everything. Look at you.
I can't hear you.
Oh my gosh. I love this. This is awesome.
How are you doing, my long lost friend? I haven't seen you in forever. You're beautiful as always.
Oh, thank you. So are you. Yeah, just just working hard.
Yeah.
Making the big bucks.
Yeah.
Trying to pay some bills.
Hold off just for a second, and then we'll get them back up here in just a little bit. So tell me what's been going on. You're clubbing tonight at Club BHB.
That's right. I'm bringing the lights. I'm bringing the music. I got it all going on.
Oh, she's got it all. I know. I finally popped. It's kind of warm now, but I kind of, I felt like I was being left out. Being at the club, being the only one drinking coffee. So I figured, I might as well just pop it, just to be, what is it? Celebrate a little bit.
I can't drink coffee this late at night. I can't do it.
I'm probably going to be hating myself here in about another 30 minutes.
I can't do it.
But no.
If you want to come up, we kind of cut Eve like slap off. She was telling a story. We're like, Eric, you got to go. Come back.
I didn't even know what was going on. I was over here trying to get music on, trying to get my lights on. I have no clue. I'm just like, enter.
You're going to be the bartender for Club BHB.
That's right. That's right. You know what? Speaking of bartender, I got my bartending license back in the day.
I knew I liked you for some reason.
Back in the day, I got my bartending license. You know how long I lasted at the bar?
How long?
One night.
Oh gosh.
It's just not for me. It is not for me. No.
Oh, you should have done the Tom Cruise, the cocktails, flipping them up.
Oh my
God.
God.
Throwing them in the air,
Throw 'em in the
doing all
air.
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can make some banging drinks, but I just everybody all up on you, asking for drinks, asking for this, asking for that, your number.
Get the hell away from me and stand in line, folks.
But it was fun for that one night.
Yeah. I bet you enjoyed. How long were you hired there for? Just a night.
One night. And I actually, you know what? I was hired at one of the best clubs in Orlando. Yep, one of the best like urban clubs over there, like the ones that. Oh yeah, and I mean that club was always busy all the time. It was busy. It was a good club, but just not for me. I couldn't do it. Too much.
Yeah. I used to go to I was one of those clubbers that wanted to be like. There's no clubs in Manatee County anymore. At least I don't think so. I think the nearest club is over in Sarasota. A couple clubs over in Sarasota, but no clubs. We used to have a club here. I used to go to. We actually had two in Manatee County, and they both just kind of went poof, gone. They're gone. And but when I was at the club, I always enjoyed going there. I always enjoyed myself. Now not so much. Like if I go to a club, I feel like a fish out of water. I do.
Yeah, no, I hear you. We my husband and I used to go to a club over here in Tampa that used to it had like a spinning floor. I can't remember the name of it. It was so long ago.
I remember the spinning floor one.
But it had a spinning floor, and you just and I'm just like, I'm not going to that. I'm clubbing at home. No.
Yeah, I know. We actually did set up the homes for clubs. There was a time when we stopped going to the clubs and we'd do what you do, get the lights out, get the, have people come over here and drink and eat and just.
Yep. I just had some sushi. I'm good. I I was like, earlier I was watching you. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go eat. And we had some sushi. I got a couple drinks. Now I'm like, okay, now
she's ready for the club.
Like, let's go to the club.
Us whole bodies. I'm gonna have to get something. Maybe I need to throw that on the wish list, some clubbing stuff, so we can have a real club up in here.
You know what I really like? I like the outdoor places, like the outdoor tiki bars, the outdoor, like, you know, just the outdoor atmosphere. I really, really love.
Yeah.
Other than being like in an actual club, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Downtown St. Pete is nice. They have like the rooftop, you know, the rooftop bars and the music playing.
Maybe we should all go. You know, Robin doesn't live too far. Maybe all of us go to. Oh, Anissa dropped off. Maybe all of us go over to the St. Pete and everything like that one day, because Robin and them, and she's a hoot. I went to a haunted trail with them. There she is. She's dropping off. She must have froze up. There she is. There you back, Anissa?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I probably hit a wrong button. I don't know.
All right,
I
ladies.
took a shot at tequila, and you know, it's just that. I don't know. Just one shot.
Just one shot, she said.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here you go, guys. Cheers to everybody at home. We are going to be piping down because we've got 24 minutes before the club closes.
Hey, have you ever been to a club in New York City though? No?
Are you kidding me? I went to a club in Manatee County. I didn't even go to the clubs in Ybor City. I never even went over there.
Let me tell you, when you go to a club in New York City, they close at 3 a.m. Okay? And then there's a club after the club. So you're never going to sleep.
Right. No, we had the after parties even here. When the clubs were open here, we always had a party after the party. It was just never, you know, we always bought our beer before we went to the club for the after party.
Yeah. That's what it's like. Yeah. I remember one time, I think it was like 2012. I went up there. We had this, I used to coach fitness competitors,
right?
And we would go out there and go to fitness competitions, and then afterwards, like after everybody won and everybody was happy and everything, we would go out and party. So one night, I remember we went to a club in New York City. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but I had a flight the next morning, and so my flight was at about like 9 a.m. So we went out to the club. I was like in this gold. I remember this dress. It was like this like bodycon, like tight gold dress.
Yes, mine was
I would never wear it now, but it was like tight to your skin. And so we went out to this club, and then we went to the after party. And I left the club at 7 a.m. to catch a 9 a.m. flight. I was running through the airport in a dress and heels, and I made it to the plane right before they closed the doors.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Your head was probably pounding. Did you sleep on the flight home?
Oh, I don't remember if I slept or not. I probably didn't. I don't sleep.
That's the problem. I don't remember.
I don't remember. What I do remember though is that I could smell myself. I could smell like
the alcohol,
the drinks, and the, you know, I don't smoke. I'm not a smoker. Never been a smoker.
I know. And you get it all in your hair, and
yeah, it's all in you.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, the person next to me probably thinks, I don't know what they think, but
yeah, I remember one time I ended up calling my mom. I was out and I needed a ride, so I called my mom, and she comes and picks me up, but she's not driving me home. She's driving me back to her house. And so she gets me, you know, pajamas and stuff like that. Well, the next morning I walk into her room, I'm like, Mom, oh my God, were you smoking in here? And she's like, no. I said, what is that cigarette smell? And she pointed over at the corner, and there's my clothes. So, Anissa, what's your funny story? I know you've got to have another one. Come on. Beat it up. Oh, by the way, guys, the phone lines are open if somebody wants to call it.
Oh, let's get a caller. That'd be fun.
Yeah, let's get a caller. Who's got the funniest story tonight? Probably still had a stamp on your hand or a wristband.
Bam.
This is Betty.
Hey, Betty, it's Guidance. How are you?
Hello, Guidance. What funny story are you going to tell us tonight?
Well, I've got a couple because as y'all are talking, it makes me
I know it's
reminisce of all of my stories, especially running a restaurant for 12 years and being in that atmosphere. I've got the first one being that I've got some Florida ladies on stream with the Burn Steakhouse ladies' night. We stayed in Ybor at a hotel and went to Burn Steakhouse. All of a sudden, the Escalade pulls up. We thought it was my girls. It was a NFL football player's car. I jumped into the back of the car and I looked at Cheryl and I said, "When did you get TVs in the back of the car? It wasn't here before on our way here." The walk of shame out of the car because it was an NFL football player's car.
What do you do? You look out and say, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah. So valet just looked and they booked it for her Escalade. And then the next one was I was downtown dancing, and you know how there's always a bunch of men trying to come up all on you as you're dancing. And so me and my girl were like, "All right, we're partners." I didn't realize that she was saying that, but apparently I was her wife for the night, just to keep them away. Jack wants to make his presence known again.
I hear. He just likes Bullhorn Betty.
He hears the boys screaming.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it is?
But it doesn't matter if I'm in Miami, Tampa, Ybor, New York. Ybor, we parked, and it was my first time going to Ybor. That was back when I was still sneaking into the clubs underage.
Oh, I remember those years. It was so funny. It was so fun. You had that nerve, like you were walking up to the door and you're like, "I wonder if he's going to let me in. I wonder if he's going to let me in. Is he going to notice the driver's license?" And you hand it to him and they kind of look at you and they're like, "Go on it."
But did you use your actual driver's license?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
I didn't get ID'd.
I never played with the fake IDs or anything like that at all. No, I'd show them and I just look cute and try to squish the girls together and hey.
Mine was all who you know on how I got into everything.
Yeah. Well, I've been in town for so long. It's like everybody knew, all the bouncers knew me.
Normally, like my friends, we use their sister, like their older sister's driver's license. Because
Me and my sister when we were younger, we didn't look anything. Well, I guess everybody thought we looked alike. They always called us the twins, but I never thought we looked alike.
I couldn't use anybody.
That always helps.
Yeah. No, I didn't think we looked alike, but everybody's always said that we looked alike. I didn't get it.
And then I was in Smokin' Joe's one night, and because I was a bartender for him like 2 weeks before that, and he was in there hanging out, having a couple drinks, and I'm sitting there shooting shit with all of my buddies and bartenders because this was back when I didn't have a car and I was waiting on a taxi because there was no way I was walking to where I had to go without a taxi at that hour. So
us girls putting ourselves in pickles all over the place.
I ended
Story
up
of my life.
the taxi. Instead, I started making bets. I go, "I know exactly who that is. That's NBA yada yada."
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Well, then when I went to go leave and catch my taxi, he decided to leave at the same time. Looked up at him, and he goes, "Where are you headed?" I'm like, "Going karaoke. You want to come?" I brought his butt to karaoke, and he knocked down the whole karaoke stand.
Never know who you gonna meet.
Videos went viral, especially here.
Yeah.
It was, that's just the tip of the iceberg. But I figured I'd call in and say some. And then my pants are always ripping because I drop it like it's hot.
Love it. We're going to go out on that. Thank you, Guidance.
Have a beautiful night, y'all.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Always ripping because she drops it like it's hot. I love it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now in this.
Finally. This stuff is like super hard.
Can y'all hear me?
when
on that
multiple
note, hold
are
on.
your bandwidth gets used, it causes some problems. So we got like 15 minutes on here, so I'm going to first go to Anissa. Do you have any more funny stories for us? And then we're going to. Oh, wait, actually, Anissa, hold on. We're going to have to go back to Eve because she's just popping over there.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like
Drop it like
it's
it's
hot.
So Eve, we cut you off. We just cut you off and threw you out of the club. We're bringing you back in. So finish up your funny story.
It wouldn't be the first time I got kicked out of a club, so that's okay.
Woo! We need to hear that story.
Oh, I might. It's pretty bad though.
I have some embarrassing stories that I'm going to hold to myself.
Right. Some things don't need to be said, right?
Right.
That's right.
So yeah, the banana costume, when Guidance talked about karaoke, it makes me think that maybe I should do karaoke in my new banana suit I ordered.
Your birthday banana suit?
Why not? It's hot. I mean, let's do this, right?
Right.
But yeah, I got into that banana suit drunk and stupid and started running down the street. The zipper slowly started going down and showed my bare bottom to the whole entire neighborhood. And it was on Ring camera. And yeah. And one of the neighbors posted some flyers around knowing it was me saying, do you know who this rogue banana is? And a sight for sore eyes, for
I would
sure.
have had that on my door. I would have died. I would have been like, oh.
My face is so red right now for you. I'm dying.
You know what? How many people can say that they've been caught running down the street with their banana suit on? I'm living my life.
Yeah, I definitely.
I'm just wondering if they got you without, with the zipper up and said, do you know who this act is?
Yeah, that's exactly what the poster says. It says, here's the first photo. You can't see their face, but maybe you can find them with this one. And the next one is with the zipper going down.
Now, was this just a random night or was it like a special event? Because that's important.
Yeah, details are important, Eve.
I wish I could remember, but the whiskey made me forget. So I'm not sure.
That is always a good thing because then you at least know you had fun.
There you go.
Right. I couldn't be embarrassed because,
can't remember.
You got to remember first to be embarrassed. Well, that's the first thing.
Exactly. I think it was fun. I'm pretty sure it was.
I remember one time, it's one of these things. I was raised trying to, get money selling fireworks, 4th of July. About a month or so before 4th of July, I get a big shipment of fireworks and stuff like that. And I've got friends at tattoo shops where I can just sell stuff basically just out of the car. I don't have to set up tents and stuff like that. So this was years ago. And I had a lot of stock left over. So, me and my friends, we'd go out to the club, get tatered up and go home. And we're like, ooh, I think we need to set some of this stuff off. So we're setting these big things off at like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. My best friend, she lived behind me. And if you guys haven't heard the story how I met my best friend, it's that in and of itself is crazy. So she comes flying around the corner. It's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, Andra. I'm like, hey, Miss Lord. She goes, you need to knock this shit off. And she's like, I'm trying. I'm in bed. She does not go, like, we had a whole yard full, and she's got her tits out there just a swinging, like she's in her nightgown, everything, and she hits out that door and comes straight over and starts yelling at me, and she's like, and you see me out here, I don't even dress like this in front of you, and here's all your friends, and my tits are just swinging, knock that shit off. I'm like, okay, Miss Laura. Okay. So I did. I ended up taking the fireworks and setting them off the next night at 3 o'clock.
She sounds like my kind of girl, just swinging in the wind. I like it.
Well, it was also 3 o'clock in the morning, and she had the grandbabies over, and I didn't realize that. She didn't inform me. She didn't give me the 411 that the grandkids were going to be there. But we were out having so much fun. I don't know if I would have remembered about the grandkids by the time I got home and set the box of fireworks off anyway. So there you have it. Anissa, tell me the story.
Man, I don't even know if I want to. Okay, so I'm just gonna like go to my younger years. So when you're 16 years old, you know, you live in Alabama. Panama City was the thing to do going down the strip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't really think, I know now it's not proper and against the law to go out the what's it called? The roof of the car. What am I trying to say? Um like it wasn't,
On the
you know what I'm
roof,
saying?
you're not supposed to be on the head, the ceiling. You're not supposed to be on a lot of places when it comes to cars.
Shut up. No, I was like, it opened up. You know, they had,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I can't even think right now. Yes, sunroof. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so sunroof. And I'm sitting up there and just, you know, in my little bikini, two-piece suit, and, you know, yes, and just jamming away to the music. And I guess I didn't tie the top of my top very good at all.
That was intentional. Don't lie. Don't
No, it
lie.
was not.
You know you were trying to get on those Girls Gone Wild tapes.
Oh my
You know
God.
it.
Girls
You
Gone
know you were
Wild.
trying to get on those Girls Gone Wild tapes. Don't lie, Nissa. Don't
Andrew,
lie.
I got pulled over, or we got pulled over by a cop, and he said he felt so bad for me because I was trying to grab anything and everything to cover up my front area.
Did he find a cop down the road for you? Did he
Well,
bring the cop back? Like, man,
He
man,
actually
follow
followed us for quite a bit because he said he was laughing so hard because I kept bending over and nobody would hand me anything. And so they
True
wouldn't let me
friends.
down.
in that banana suit.
True friends, you know.
Yes.
They're great.
So it's yeah. I didn't get a ticket, but I got
I bet you didn't.
I got one heck of a warning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
I think you paid your dues.
Thank you. Yeah,
You
but
know?
that was my 16-year-old never do again.
It reminds me of the Yaya sisterhood.
The traveling pants.
Yeah, where she did that too.
Yeah.
With that guy.
I remember one time my parents had just gotten a divorce, and my sister and I were over at my dad's house, and we had our girlfriend there. Now, my dad was out because, you know, him and my mom were going through a divorce, and naturally mom and dad's, you know, they go out. Well, we were there. We got into the medicine cabinet. That's what I call it. That means that we got into the cheap booze that was under the, you know, the dry bar. Or actually, we had a wet bar. And I'm sitting there. I guess my dad was coming home, and my sister's trying to get me upstairs. So my father didn't know we were both shit-faced drunk. Excuse my language, but that's what it was. I mean, we were just giggly, hee hee, ha ha, like annoying teenage drunk girl. And so my sister's trying to get me up the stairs. And so I decide to pull my pants down and moon her. And right about that time, my father comes around the corner, and I about fell head first into the wall. My dad's like, what's going on here, girls? He's looking at us like, you look a little drunk. No, I'm not. It's like, you need to get your head up to bed.
I would have said, it's a full moon tonight, Dad. Sorry.
He's seen something he shouldn't have seen. And I'm telling you, he was probably redder than I was.
That's funny. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
When Dad came home, he was pretty tatered up himself. So I didn't get in too much trouble. All right, guys. Well, we have 7 minutes left. Who has the funniest story that is going to take us out of the club this evening?
I've already told my secrets. Come on, somebody. Let's go.
Who out in the audience? We have time for one more caller. Who
Need a caller.
Enough to tell us a funny story, the last funny story before we head out.
I know you ladies have some bad date stories. There's got to be some
bad
good
date
ones.
stories, funny children's stories. I mean, even Sherry called up and talked about her accidentally grabbing the wrong dentures for the wrong party. Poor lady went to go get dressed with the wrong teeth.
Oh my God.
It was kind of but it's funny.
Oh, no. Wait a second. Stephanie, I've already incriminated myself. So no, let's bring it. Come on. I'm calling you out. Let's go. Come on. I can see y'all on this big screen. I don't know how to work it on my phone.
Stephanie. Don't worry, Stephanie. I can guarantee your whatever you did is already past the statutes of limitations.
Yes, I'm 38 now. So when I was 16, I did not know any better.
That's mine will incriminate me.
I'm good.
I couldn't get away with anything when I was 16. I tried to leave my house one time in the middle of the night. When I came back to the house, my mom was waiting for me right behind the door. As soon as I walked in, she was just like, smack.
Oh no, I was a very clever sneaker outer because I was a troublemaker. Because like I said, I did a lot of stuff when I was a young child. I didn't like being confined to rules and all this other stuff, right? So I had the plan. Like my dad even installed a security system. So what I did is I took a pillow and put over it while I punched the numbers so nobody could hear. But I went a step further. Like I ended up taking the car out and got caught. Like I got caught. I was in some major trouble. I was told I was not going to get my car for my 16th birthday. That's how much trouble I got into.
Ooh, I have a story.
Oh, can't wait to hear it.
Okay, so I snuck out during the day to go see my boyfriend. I was 15 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's when it starts, all the trouble right then, 15.
My dad was coming home at 4 o'clock, so I had to leave at 3, and I did, with his truck that I wasn't supposed to be driving. Well, when I was backing out of one of these driveways, I backed into the neighbor's ditch, and the truck was straight up in the air. Like when I tell you I dropped off and did like one of those wheelie pump things from the monster truck shows, like I did that.
What happened? How much trouble were you in?
Okay, now listen, I didn't. Here's the thing. This lovely gentleman.
Four-wheel drive was really, really good in that truck, wasn't it?
This lovely gentleman came down the road and saw me struggling, freaking out, and he got a tow truck to pull the truck out. Well, I ended up getting home at 4:15, and my dad came home at like 4:27 or something like that. And it was muddy, scratched up. Well, he was actually seeing this woman that I despised. Like, oh, I hated her. And I was like, no, I think Alicia took the truck out earlier, but she didn't come in. And he believed me, and they broke up.
Oh, wow.
Good riddance.
Troublemakers. We're all a bunch of troublemakers. We're heathens in the Bullhorn Betty Club.
Yeah.
Heathens.
That's pretty good.
He knows now, though. And he was like, I don't care.
Thank you, Casey. I'm glad you stopped by. We're just having fun. We're actually almost done. We're almost done because it's past Bullhorn Betty's bedtime.
You have seen that Justin showed up?
Stuff off. You know, we got to go now that we're all good and we went out, party down. We were on the club. We danced all night. We're hot. We're sweaty. It's time to leave the club. It's time.
Girl, it's 9 o'clock at my time.
You
9
should
o'clock.
leave on a good note. What song you want me to play?
I got a song. I got some songs. I got to be careful with the songs because of the monetization. But
oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's okay. It's not like this is going to end up going to the members anyways. I don't really air these out too much. So
yeah, we can't have karaoke night on YouTube, can we?
Actually, we might want to. I could do a little bit of karaoke. How many people out there? Tell me in the audience by a show of one who would be willing. So this is going to be the hard thing. We'll have to. I'm not sure how we're going to do this. Who would do YouTube karaoke on the Bullhorn Betty channel? Put a 1 in the chat if you are brave enough to step up to the stage to do karaoke. We're not doing it tonight. But we can put it on a Friday night.
As Dolly would say, hell to the no.
I have spoken to Tequila, and Tequila said absolutely.
Absolutely.
I haven't had that much yet. No, absolutely not. No.
Pass the bottle. Pass the
Oh.
bottle.
I only had, this is my second shot now, and I'm still on here, so I'm doing good.
I only had one beer.
I know. And Andrew, it's only 9:00 my time. We're having
I
a
know,
good
but the last
time.
time we hung out together, remember that? You and Robin were drinking some wine, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to hang out with you guys. I'm going to drink beer. By my third beer, I'm like, guys, I'm done.
But you look good. You look good. We can keep going.
Yeah, nah. I gotta pee, and I got an early morning gig.
I know.
On a Sunday morning, when you going to church?
Nope, we got a show here first thing in the morning, the coffee club.
What time?
That's right.
Yeah, I know. Whenever I get up,
I know. When you go live, I look like the crypt keeper, and I'm like, dang it.
Never catch live. I'm sleeping.
No, everybody is. But I start my lives later now. I don't start them at the crack of dawn. Or, yeah, the crack of dawn. Actually, it was dark. We watched the sun come up together.
Okay, y'all. One last caller. Who's it going to be? Let's
They're
just
not
end it on a good night. Come on.
They're not calling. I tried to pull
Is
it
that
out.
the real Ernie show? No.
Maybe, I don't know. We get a lot of hell to the nah, turtle.
Hell to the nah. What was it that you said?
I'm just, hey, but by the way, I am going to get Dolly a mullet. I want him to be Candace.
Oh, please.
For Halloween.
Please do it.
I am. He could so pull it off. So,
Oh my
Dolly,
God.
I love you. I love you. I love
We're
you.
gonna turn Dolly into Joe
You
Dirt.
are so you're gonna have your mullet that you can touch and feel and do whatever you want to do to it.
All right,
You're good.
we got a caller. Oh, good Lord.
Oh, we got a caller.
This is Betty.
Yes, ladies, that is the real Ernie show.
It's the real Ernie.
Hey, Ernie.
Well, hey, Ernie.
Hey,
How you
Ernie.
feeling?
Hey, girls, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
It's a funny story. The only cover charge to get into Club BHB is a funny story. Take us out with the funniest story you got.
The funniest story I got. Okay, I'll tell you a time that I was getting ready to sleep with this undercover agent.
Oh,
What
Lord,
happened?
here we go.
Okay, everybody get ready. So, I was working at a shipping dock, and they was looking at these shipping containers, and we had this new employee come in, and of course we started hitting on it. I don't know how it was. I got her completely out of her work. I didn't know she was undercover, and didn't have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
There was a hotel down the road. It was like $65. I said, "Oh, okay, cool." So after about 3 or 4 days of working with her and everything, we kind of, when you're young, you do some crazy shit. Well, anyways,
Well, you're old and still doing crazy shit, Early. Come on now.
Anyways, we get in the hotel and she's by the door, and I'm over here and I'm adjusting the air conditioning unit, and I look over and I'm like, hot looking woman. I'm like, oh God. So I just rip my shirt off pretty much. I'm like, yeah. And then all of a sudden she's like, well, wait a minute, I need to tell you something and everything. And she goes to start unpeeling stuff from her face. She's got like a mask, it's a silicone thing that comes up under her lip.
What?
Well, at this time I kind of freak out because I don't know what the hell is
She's
going on.
feeling her
And
face.
I'm thinking to myself, this is some kind of alien or some shit. And so I head over toward where the phone is, and in them older hotels, the phone is like attached to the desk, and you cannot move it, and you only got so much cord
Yeah.
for the phone. It's old timey kind of thing. And here I am, I'm running over and I'm grabbing it. I know to dial 911. So as I do that, she leaps at me, and it was a pretty good distance. So I'm thinking she's flying toward me. Well, hell, I grabbed that phone and I was wrapped up in it, and she got on my back and she put her heels in my sides, and she was climbing over the top, and where she'd already started sweating and she'd already peeled so much of her face mask thing off, it was flapping. And it hit me in my jaw, and I looked around, and she turned her head around, and I thought to God, a demon that got a hold of me. I was wrapped up in the phone cord. I was trying to hit her with the phone, and I was busting myself in the face. Blood was out of my mouth and everything. And she's sitting there trying to talk, and that thing's hitting me in the face. And it's freaking me out. I mean, oh my God! So all of a sudden, you know, when you're in these kind of situations, you're very, very strong. Well, at least I am. So I picked her up and slung her across the room, and finally got away. I was tangled up in the cord. I couldn't get loose. I finally got out the damn door. It took me 10 seconds to get through, unlock the door and shit. I got out the door and everything, and she's coming out, and she's laughing, and it looks scarier than ever because her face is laughing.
Her face is falling off.
I can see another mouth underneath, and I can see a damn tongue. And I'm like, holy, and I'm scared to death. I'm going to lie. I'm out in the hallway, and I'm trying to catch my damn breath, and she finally says, stop, wait. And then she tells me the story. There you go. Take it out.
So tell me, have you dated another woman that had her face fall off?
Look, let me just tell you this right now. I walked through that day. Look,
Stop laughing.
I can't even go out on a regular date now. I'm telling you.
I don't blame you. Ernie.
You're probably waiting for everybody's face to fall.
Do you like pinch their face just to make sure they're not undercover?
If any single ladies is in the chat and we ever do go out on a date and I start feeling of your face, don't take it personally.
Well, you can be sly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all be safe.
You too.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Oh my God. Don't be a lady with her face falling off. Ernie gets scared.
Hey, you know what I thought of first?
And runs out the door. I got
Mrs.
literally
Doubtfire.
tears running down my face right now.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Ernie. How are you doing tonight?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this has been too much fun.
It has been too much fun. We always have fun on these nights. So, guys, thank you all for participating. I hope you enjoyed Club BHB, the murderous tour at the club. Next time we're going to have a whole skit. You know, we're going to have to be characters. Maybe we'll do a murder mystery.
Ooh.
Can I dress up as somebody next time?
Yeah,
Maybe
just
come on.
make sure it's not a banana suit.
No, I got the banana. Y'all can be like a cherry or ice cream, but I got the banana.
Oh, this is going to be fun. All right, I got a week to think about it.
You got a week to think about it. We'll plan this week, but next week we're going to have a theme.
Okay.
Oh, I have an idea real quick before we go.
Okay.
We dress up as another creator.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Who's got Dolly?
Can I just, hey, can I just put a piece
Ernie,
of...
we need you back. No, I'm just joking.
I'm going to make mine really cheesy, and I'm going to get a piece of burnt toast and put it to my face.
Perfect.
Oh, we're going to get in so much trouble. I can already see next week's going to be trouble.
Bam! Got you on that one.
I'm going to slap some butter on that.
You'll be
guess what?
Toast.
It's going to be
Kool-Aid
some
will be the butter.
delicious
I'll be
damn
nice,
ass
but he can be the
burnt toast.
I'll be an avocado just in case they want to spice it up a bit.
There we go.
It'll be our spicy avocado.
Sorry. I had to, it's cheap. Burnt toast is cheap. All you got to do is burn it.
Or I can dress up as Jesus because that toast with the Jesus.
I have a funny feeling I know we're going to be debuted on a certain channel.
I don't care. Clip it, please. Please.
Vote me off of Dolly's Island, please.
No,
I already
said
he already said that he's not adding anybody. I know.
All right, guys. Well, we had fun. We went over our 2 hours. I love each and every one of you. Great to see you, Caribbean Kool-Aid. You're amazing. Come back and see us again. Anissa, Eve, everybody that participated again, thank you so much. We love each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed your Saturday night. This was just something fun for all of us just to kind of shake the horrible work week off, shake these horrible cases off, and just have a lot of fun with each other. So I hope we did it. I hope we made you laugh. Be back here next week. We'll be doing it again.
And guess what, guys? Be fearless, folks.
Be fearless, folks. Take care, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night, guys.
I know you told your friend you're And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Like nothing I felt, my mind overwhelmed. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel bored or worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.